Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe. What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Pizza Maker 8000 back with another 2K21 Demigod build. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, man, be sure to check out my other Demigod builds. I'll leave the link to the video down below in the description. Now, we're building Kawhi Leonard today, and I know Kawhi Leonard is a small forward, but we're going to make this a point guard position. Now, the reason we're doing this is because 2K21 nerfed how the players are made this year and stuff. There's a lot of big changes coming, so in order to maximize the badges and the attributes for this build, we are going to have to make him a point guard, but trust me, this is going to be a Demigod build once we get to the end of this video. So, we're going to go and get straight into it. If you guys are new to the channel, man, be sure to smash that motherfucking like button, smash that subscribe button. If not, I'm gonna have to smash your motherfucking mother. Now, a lot of people say that there's not new skill breakdowns this year, man. If you actually go through them and look, they really changed and added and switched around a lot of different pie charts to how you can build your character. Now, this is one of the best ways to build this build. I'm going to show you guys another build. If you guys want to go a different route and want to make it on your own, this is another one, the last skill breakdown at the bottom of the map. As you can see, it's a lot more defensive and a little less shooting. So this would be more if you want to go for a more defensive build, but you're not going to have that greater shooting. I want the best of both worlds. I want to have a shooting defender that can still finish, can do all that shit. So we're going to go with this pie chart right here. Now, for the physical profile, of course, you know, 2K21, you know, you want the inbound steals, you want to be able to chase down, you want to have, you know, quick recovery time, you want the whole night, you don't want to reach and get left in the dust and your man's already down court by the time you reach. So we're going to select the first physical profile to maximize our speed, maximize our acceleration, the whole nine. So once we do this, when we set our potential, man, we're going to max out our close shot, we're going to max out our driving layup and our driving dunk. It's going to give us 3 finishing badges. We're going to come down here, maximize our mid-range, our three-point, and our free throw, which gives us 16 shooting. Do the same thing for pass accuracy and ball handle. Leave the post moves, leave the post fade, leave the post hook. Now we're going to come down here and max out interior defense, perimeter defense, lateral quickness, steal, block, and then you have 21 remaining points. Now with these 21 points, man, this is your build. You can customize this any way you want. If you were to put these 21 onto your playmaking, you can go up to 12 badges from 10. If you're doing your shooting, you can go from not all the way from 19 to 17. Then if you want to put on your finishing, you can go from 3 to 5 finishing. So it's completely up to you. I'm going to put it on my defensive. I'm just going to put it on my defensive rebound. That way if I'm down low, I can help, you know, my box out, all that shit. So we're going to go with having 18 defensive badges with 10 playmaking, 16 shooting, and 3 finishing. I didn't go to college, so I couldn't add that up for you guys. And since I didn't go to college, be sure to smash that fucking like button for me, man. And smash that subscribe button. Now, body style, of course, does not matter. Height. Now, the height is where it gets a little tricky. You know, you can build it. You want to make them 6'7", 6'8", Magic Johnson type style. I do not recommend it. We're going to go, as you can see, 5'7". Look at the speed, man. Look at how goofy this shit looks. Okay, I'm sorry, man. I'm drunk. Okay, so we're going to go with 6'3" for the height. As you can see, we don't lose nothing. We don't gain nothing. I think this is the best posture. You go down, of course, you know, going up to 6'4", you get +1, +1, +1, +1. But, you know, I don't like 6'4" point guards. To me, they're just kind of, I don't know. I like the 6'3" point guard. I like the speed, everything. Now, of course, we're going to bring the weight all the way down to 170, which is the least amount you can do because, like I said earlier, we're trying to maximize our speed, maximize our acceleration, the whole 9. So we're going to go with 170. Now, the wingspan, again, this is your choice, man. If you want to maximize it all the way up so you get a 95 steal, then you can do that. You get an 87 lateral quickness, 87 perimeter defense, but then look at your shooting. Your three-point shot goes down to a 76. Midi goes down to a 79, and to me, man, that is not ideal. And then, of course, you bring it all the way down, you get an 86 mid-range with an 83 three-point shot. You run boost on that, you're looking at an 88 three-point shot with a 91 mid-range shot, which is very, very deadly. But then, look, your steal goes down to an 89, with your lateral quickness going down to an 83 and your perimeter defense going down to an 83 as well. So, for me, a happy medium is 76.8. You only lose -2 on your steal. You still have a 90 steal, which of course running boost can get up to a 95. And your three-point shot is still 82. Mid-range shot is still 85. This to me is an ideal wingspan for this build. Now we're gonna go through these takeovers. Now, of course, slashers receive extra boost towards finishing at the rim in traffic and more effective gatherers to get past their defense. Now, if you want to play this player like a slasher, a two-way slasher that can shoot, that's up to you. If you want to play him like a shot creator, fade off screens, do all the whole 9-man shot creating takeover got buffed this year. I love shot creating takeover this year. I have it on my point guard, and I absolutely love it. But for this build, man, I just don't think it's it. Spot up shooter, of course, you know, spot up shooters, if you're going to sit in the corner, you got somebody's ISO at the top, hiding behind screens, getting to the rack, and somebody's hedging the corner, trying to help down low because the person keeps getting by, and you're just sitting there. It's a boring role. You just sit there, spot up shooter, catch and shoot all day, catch and shoot all day, catch and shoot all day. For me, when I'm building this build, I'm going to go with the lockdown take because we want to be able to maximize our boost on stealing shots, having shot contests, allowing them to clamp down even the best scorers in the game, man. So we're gonna go with the lock takeover. Now we're gonna go ahead and test this build. Now the reason we're gonna test this build is because, you know, I like to show you guys, you know, the badge that you want to equip on this build, because some people don't know what badges to put, some people get lost, whatever the case may be. So that's why I'm here, to help people who don't know any better on what badges to equip on this build. So for finishing, of course, you know, we only have 3, so there's not really too much you can do with this. You can go contact finisher on gold, you can go giant slayer on gold, you can go, you know, fancy footwork if you're gonna hop step, or you can do, you know, 1, 1, and 1 if you want a giant slayer, contact finisher, fancy footwork on bronze. You know, put back boss, relentless. It's really up to you. There's not really too much you can do with only having 3 badges. If it was me, I'll put contact finisher on gold, so that's what I'm gonna go with. Next, we have 16 shooting badges. Now, see, this is what I'm saying. It's completely up to how people play this game, man. Like, I want to go ahead and tell you guys, if you guys are new, you want to build it however you want, please, dear God, do not put steady shooter on your character. It reduces the penalties for contested shots and bonuses for open shots. I think people don't realize that it reduces the penalties for your contested shots, and it reduces the penalties for the bonuses on open shots. So even if you're open, it doesn't give you no boost. You don't get no extra shit for being open. You know, it's not a good badge at all. I don't know why they even put this shit in the game. Another thing is Green Machine actually got nerfed this year. I know a lot of people don't know this, but Green Machine got nerfed last year. As you can see now, it says increase the bonus given for consecutive excellent releases. Now, last year it used to give you a boost towards continuing to get consecutive excellent releases. Now you have to hit a couple greens before it actually starts to activate. So it's not a good badge this year. For me, I always go catch and shoot. That's just the style I play, man. Catch and shoot on this build, you know, depending, since you have lock takeover, people might not know you can shoot. You have to have the catch and shoot. I just feel like it's just a must. As well as range extender, of course, extends the range from which players can effectively shoot, being able to step out, hit the deep range shot, you know. Even the range extender pops up if you shoot a mid range. It just helps all around with being a shooter. So I think this is a very good badge that you need. As well as we're gonna go ahead and get difficult shots on silver, just because, you know, this build can fade, hit the crazy middies, all that type of shit. Another thing is deep fades. I feel like deep fades goes great hand in hand with difficult shots, and we are very limited on badges, so I don't really want to waste them on corner specialist or anything like that, since we already have catch and shoot. As long as you know your jumper, you don't need both catch and shoot and a corner specialist, in my opinion. Like I said, Green Machine got nerfed, so we're gonna go with hot start on silver. It improves players' shooting ability after making the first shot until a miss occurs. If you know your jumper, this is a very good badge. You can even put a Hall of Fame if you want, but for the sake of video, I'm not gonna put it on Hall of Fame, just because you know, we're aiming for it to maximize and show you guys different type of badges you can get with this build. We're gonna go with Deadeye for our last badge. So we're gonna have catch and shoot Hall of Fame, range extender Hall of Fame, hot start, difficult shots, Deadeye, and deep fades all on silver. This is going to be very good shooting badges to get your player up and at it. Now we have Playmaking, and Playmaking, I hate when I have to do Playmaking for videos, because, man, it's really hard, because when I do stuff like this, stuff like this, you know. I'm very unselfish with the rock, you know. I had a 10 assist game on Park actually today, a 9 assist game, a 7 assist game. I always swing the rock. I always get people open on my point guard, man. I know how to get down low and, you know, facilitate the ball, so I play different than most people. But if you're going for a shooting type of scoring build, we're gonna go Space Creator on silver. We're gonna put Unpluckable on gold, because we don't want the ball getting ripped. And if you are not bringing the ball, if you already have a point guard that's bringing the ball up the court, you wouldn't really need Unpluckable all the way on gold if you want to, you know, to maximize and minimize having to waste badges. If you are not going to be the primary ball handler, you don't really need it that high. Then we're going to go up and do handles for days, reduce the amount of energy lost when performing dribble moves. And again, if you already have a ball handler, you're not going to need this too much. We're going to go with downhill as well, because, you know, this build does have slashing as well. Even though you have 3 badges, you still are going to be able to finish at the rim. So, you know, if you're out on the fast break, downhill, I feel like, has always been a great badge, you know, for getting down the court. And then we're going to come down here and get quick first step on silver. But, you know, you can replace this downhill and put this on gold if you want, and put, you know, your extra one towards post spin technician, because this build can actually shoot fadeaways as well. So it's completely up to you, man. I'm going to leave it like this, and we have that one extra badge. We can put it towards tight handles, whatever the case may be. You'll be able to break down your defender. Then we're going to come in the defensive badges are where it's all about, man. Clamps goes on Hall of Fame. It is a must, as well as Pickpocket on Hall of Fame, which is going to let you be able to stay in your defender with clamps. Pickpocket is going to be able to let you, if you reach, man, you're more than likely with a 95 steal, you're going to be able to get that block, especially if you run defensive boosts. You're going to be looking very deadly out there. Same with Interceptor. Now, I don't want Interceptor on Hall of Fame, because I have a 30 badge big man that actually has a 89 speed, 30 defensive badge big man, 89 speed. I still get a 95 defensive rebound, a 93 offensive rebound, and 94 block, 89 driving dunk, 94 standing dunk. Is a very deadly build. It's actually the Giannis Antetokounmpo build on my channel. You guys go ahead and check it out. The link to the video will be down below in the description. But I run Interceptor on Hall of Fame, and I don't really see much of a difference between Hall of Fame and Interceptor. I still get up between Hall of Fame and Silver. I still get steals no matter what. So I don't really want to run this Hall of Fame. To me, it's just kind of an unnecessary, badge. Then we're gonna go Rim Protector on Silver because we're not playing big down low. We don't really need it on Hall of Fame since you're not really down there just protecting the paint. This is kind of just for if you were to come on a fast break type of dunk or anything like that. Then we're gonna go Intimidator Hall of Fame because this helps whether it's a shot, whether it's a jumper, whether it's a dunk, whether it's whatever the case may be. Intimidator Hall of Fame is a very, very deadly badge. Then we're going to come up here and we're going to chase down artists on Silver. Of course, because, with the Rim Protector and the chase down artists, I always think that you should have them the same color. If you have this bronze, you keep this bronze. If you have this silver, you keep this silver. If you have this, gold, then you have this on gold, because I feel like they just go better hand in hand. I feel like I get less animation when they're different colors, so that's what I would do. And this is going to be the badge setup for this build. Now, of course, you can take off this Interceptor, put Pogo Stick if you, play down low, whatever the case may be, however you want to play this build. Defensive leader, you could take, you can take clamps down and put this defensive leader on Hall of Fame to help your team because you still get a boost yourself with it. So it's completely up to you, man. But if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to smash that like button. Be sure to smash that subscribe button. Other than that, man, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe. It's your boy Pizza Man.